Hey guys, this is Josh, and this is the media room that I built. What you see here is the beginning of the foundation for the media center, where the TV and the drop-down screen will be. I needed a way to bury the cables, so I built the frame with a special groove to bury the cables behind it. This video is in fast forward, just so it would be brief and wouldn't consume too much time. But anyway, that's the frame for the right column and speaker, and that's the left column and speaker frame. I made those so that they could be drilled into the floor and be solid and sturdy. This wall is where all the electronics are going to go. The speaker cables and HDMI cables are all pulled into this section right here. So as you can see, there's a bunch of cables there on the floor. I pulled them through the wall, through the floorboards. So here's the framing all built out for the media center where the TV is, and as you can see, there's a box for speakers, center channel, left, right channels, and front wide speakers. Also going to put in some shelves, so that's the frame for the shelf. Nothing super fancy. There's a fully built column without the front fascia, and just a frame. Nothing too fancy. And then there's the floor frame for the rest of the shelves. So here we have the full column built out for the left side of the frame, and you can see the cutout there for the left front speaker. I also built in some grooves and a little removable panel for the entire front fascia. As you can see there, they just pop right in, just like a regular stereo speaker front. Those are all material, they're cloth, so you can put the speakers behind them and you can hear them through the cloth, and they sound great. That's the completed shelves with all the trim added on so that they look a little more substantial. And there's a valance that I built. It looks pretty paltry right now. It takes a lot for these things to come together. So here's all of the finished shelves. As you can see, they're pitch black. The idea was to get them as black as possible. I don't want any reflection coming off of them for the once we have a projector in, we don't want any reflection. So everything's in a flat finish. That's the column. As you can see there, I did some shingle trim around the column to make it look kind of fancy and nice. And we had a real hard time deciding what color we were going to paint the trim, but anyway. All the panels are still removable, as you can see here, and it comes right off, and you can put your speaker in it behind it. Those are for my towers. I have some fairly large Yamaha towers that go in there. And you can see there the speakers are mounted in the column. Those are Energy 120 watt speakers in wall, and they also are in the ceiling for the surround back. It's a 7.2 channel system, so there's 2 subwoofers in the front, and then standard 7 channels. That's a valance that goes over the window or the door so that when we draw the curtains back, it'll look good. This is a really crappy initial look at the media center box, and these are the panels that are going to go on the front. Added some decorative pieces. The decorative pieces match what the trim is on the walls, the floorboards. So this is pretty crappy, but this is what we decided in the end, to paint the trim with an antique bronze and black finish that has kind of a metallic sheen to it. Looks pretty good, I think. Looks kind of old school, like something you'd see in a movie theater a long time ago. And then this is the finished product. So that's the box. As you can see there, I wanted to be able to mount a plasma TV as well as have a projector. The projector will drop down from that box right in front of the plasma TV. Because sometimes you want big screen movie, and then maybe you're watching the news, and that's really not appropriate for a projector. So I wanted to have the option of either. And as you can see, the front panels are still, you can pull them out. I'm not going to show you the speakers, but for sake of time. But that's the panel, and it pops right out, and that fabric matches the black paint pretty well. Put crown on everything, put trim on all the columns. This is the built-in speakers. That's just more of the finished paint. Sorry, it moves kind of fast. Like I said, it's in fast forward, so I hope you don't mind. I put in a little desk so that I could have a place to work. I didn't have a study in the house, and I really needed one. That's my Cisco phone and stuff, so I needed a place to put it. Eventually, I'll build a box around that projector mount. I don't want it just hanging from the ceiling like that. It looks like crap. So I'll build a nice trimmed out box, painted black, same trim, so it looks really good when it's all finished, and I'll hide the cables. And my electronics are in, my Pioneer's in. It's kind of a slow look. I slowed it down here at the very end so that you could see the finished product, kind of get a better view of it. But that's it. That's the media room that I built. That's why I have the tools, and that's what I do with them. So